Welcome to Wealthy Business. In this deep dive episode, we explore how Deutsche Bank is betting big on Europe's rearmament and what it means for investors, businesses, and the future of the European economy. We break down the historic shift to a 5% NATO defense spending target, Deutsche Bank's multi-billion euro defense strategy, the booming defense stocks and market opportunities, how this could ignite a new wave of innovation or trigger risks. Stay tuned to the end where I'll share my view on whether this defense-driven boom is a golden opportunity or a bubble waiting to burst. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon for more cutting-edge insights. Hey everyone, welcome back to Wealthy Business, your go-to channel for everything finance, global markets, and personal growth. Today we're diving into a topic that's as fascinating as it is critical for the future of Europe's economy, and potentially the global economy. We're talking about Europe's unprecedented defense spending boom, Deutsche Bank's massive bet on this sector, and what it could mean for investors, innovators, and even ordinary citizens like you and me. Why defense spending is suddenly Europe's hot topic. Let's start with the backdrop. For decades, Europe's defense spending lagged. Many countries relied heavily on NATO, and let's be honest, mainly on the US for their security umbrella. But the world has changed. The war in Ukraine, rising tensions in the Indo-Pacific, geopolitical instability in the Middle East, all of this has jolted Europe into action. And now NATO members are preparing to commit to spending 5% of their GDP on defense. To put that into perspective, that's more than double the previous 2% target. Even countries like Germany, long criticized for underspending on defense, are now pledging historic levels of investment. Deutsche Bank's big defense play, enter Deutsche Bank. CEO Christian Sewing just announced that the bank has doubled its exposure to the defense sector. We're talking double-digit billions of euros. And this isn't just about financing fighter jets or tanks. Deutsche Bank is positioning itself as a key player in funding the entire defense supply chain. Mid-sized manufacturers, suppliers of critical components. Innovative startups working on drones, cybersecurity, and military tech. Sewing said, "We are underestimating the positive impact defense spending can have on the economy." And here's where it gets really interesting. Deutsche Bank isn't doing this alone. It's partnering with public institutions like the European Investment Bank and Germany's KfW to channel funding into the sector. Defense stocks, the new growth engine of Europe? So what does this mean for the markets? Look at these numbers. The Stocks Europe Aerospace and Defense Index is up nearly 50% this year. Rheinmetall plus 183%, Hensoldt plus 168% rank, a staggering plus 259%. And Deutsche Bank's analysts just upgraded Airbus to a buy, highlighting how its defense division could step up as the commercial side reaches maturity. The takeaway: investors are betting big on this defense boom, and so far they're winning. Could this fuel a European Silicon Valley? Here's the part that doesn't always make headlines. Sewing argues that big defense spending can spark innovation, and history backs him up. Think about the US. The tech revolution of Silicon Valley didn't happen in a vacuum. It was fueled by decades of defense R&D funding, creating spillovers in computing, aerospace, and the internet itself. Now Europe has a similar chance. We're already seeing drone tech startups, next-gen communication systems, advanced cyber defense platforms. But let's not ignore the risks. Of course, it's not all blue skies and booming markets. This defense race could widen political divides within Europe. Spain, for example, has already signaled it won't join the 5% NATO target. Ethical concerns. How comfortable are we basing our economic growth on military spending? And let's not forget market risks. Defense stocks have surged, but could this become a bubble if geopolitical tensions ease? What's next for investors, businesses, and Europe's economy? So where does this leave us? For investors, the defense sector could be a key growth area, but smart diversification is essential. For businesses, there's huge potential for those in the supply chain, not just the big contractors. For Europe, the challenge will be turning military spending into lasting innovation and industrial strength. What do you think? Is Europe's defense boom a smart strategy, or are we heading into dangerous territory? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video useful, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive here on Wealthy Business.